back. Today we're diving straight into iDubbbz and the downward spiral that he's been on these past couple months. Without further ado, let's just jump straight into it.
Commentary YouTubers have no idea what it is to work a normal job, let alone put on a whole event.
My life's falling apart.
Fuck you, Donald Trump!
Ian keeps me on a leash, okay? And I'm okay with that because I need to be on a leash.
Ethan don't keep you on a leash. Are you fucking retarded? No. Ethan does not keep you on leash. You keep him on leash.
Coming back. It lines up perfectly. You see, me disappearing for 10 months was actually a part of my master plan. In reality, it's just not really fun to be covering iDubbbz consistently the way I was in 2023 throughout the past year. Even towards the tail end.
Of course not. It's not fun because he has been ever since the pandemic. He's been on a downward spot. I wouldn't even say the pandemic. Ever since he has gotten that girl, he has been on a downward spiral, a crash out of magnitude, 9.9 earthquake magnitude. I mean, I used to watch iDubbbz back in the day when he was rising up with Filthy Frank, with these two guys on the screen. I used to watch all his content. He used to be on H3H3. They used to be best buds, but it's like ever since the nerdy guy got the girl, he has just transformed into this narcissist, liberal piece of shit asshole who just turns on all his friends. Pussy whipped. He's just pussy whipped. You keep him on a leash. You keep him on a leash because he has completely changed based on his content and everything ever since you came around. I mean, for a moment, he quit content creation once you came. I mean, his prime days were when he was opening packages of fan mail. He's like a sad pussy. It's like his balls have been chopped off. Like he's a sad excuse for a man. It makes no fucking sense.
My streams completely A-logging iDubbbz, it just got boring. Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! Even after all of my time away, Anissa is still posting her booty cheeks online.
I wanted to quit OF like so early on, and Ian was...
You made your fame and continue your fame on OF. Hey, that's fine. You know, power to you. If that's how you want to make the money, go for it. But don't you try to say iDubbbz told you not to. If anything, ever since he got with you, he has quit his content, the content that actually was enjoyable, to be a cuck for you and your OnlyFans guys who's sitting there in the background banging you. It's kind of like Destiny and Bevo, you know? Like Bevo just he's there managing, lining up the guys to fuck his girl.
No, you promised 2 years at least. I'm gonna make you stick to it. And I did, and I mean I still do it, so.
Yeah, you still do it. A fucking course you do. No shit, you still do it. We're not fucking stupid. So the fact that you're like, oh, iDubbbz tried to get me, Ian tried to get me to quit, or he wouldn't let me quit. I wanted to quit on my own, and Ian, you know, pushed me to stay with it. That's a fucking bullshit.
Can I say that?
The most recent video that I've covered from him was the Cartnarks iDubbbz Complains videos, where he complains about another YouTuber doing content wrong, almost like he was doing a content cop. But no, content cops were funny. This is him just morally grandstanding, saying this is not the right way to do content. Because if anybody has a moral high horse, it is iDubbbz. All of his videos within the past year have been either pale imitations of himself or pale imitations of H-Bomber Guy. iDubbbz had the worst performance in his own video when he collaborated with the cold ones being Max Mofo and Chad, Anything for Views, which, if you remember the lore, he was deeply entwined with back.
And when he was deeply entwined with these guys, the content was chef's kiss. It was mwah, chef's kiss. That's when he was at his prime time. That's when he had prime content. Now he is like a sad, hollowed out version of himself. Just, you know, it's kind of like that guy on what's his name? Jason Nash. It's like Jason Nash You know, how he used to be on that team and making millions, but now Jason Nash is over here on TikTok and other social media is just begging to do raids and begging for pennies and gifts and all that, just begging for money. Like I don't understand why, but I think iDubbbz, ever since he got with the girl, that is what changed his whole content.
And iDubbbz just looked like he was disassociating. Even for his new fans, this just looks off. Where did the energy go in this? Did iDubbbz just lose it all on his flight on the way to Australia? Just remember, iDubbbz missed out on Max Mofo's wedding when Joji, of all people.
Joji. Filthy Frank was able to make it. Filthy Frank, the one who started as YouTube content and used that fame and that capital to push his musical career and is now a recognized musician. That Joji, and he was able to make Max Mofo's wedding. And iDubbbz, the one who has been downhill spiraling, couldn't find the time. His life was so busy he couldn't find the time. That's the point.
Could attend, but for this video he's able to fly back to Australia. So it seems to be that the big iDubbbz strategy for 2024, after shedding his skin of his problematic past, has been literally just throwing anything at the wall and see what sticks. Posting literal slop, starting a podcast that gets maybe 4,000 views a podcast. Yes, iDubbbz started a podcast with his wife and named it She Ruined My Career. What was the logic going into that? Look at this set. Why does it look like?
Wow, she ruined my career. I mean, if that's not writing on the wall, then I don't know. If that's not the red herring that we need in all this, I don't know what is.
Why are there tube socks on the microphone arms? Is this some elite audio technique that I don't even know about? That Joe Rogan doesn't even know about? That every generic podcast clip that you see on Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, they don't even know about? Oh yeah, also on the podcast channel, they tried doing some Game Grumps Oni Plays sort of knockoff, and they stopped after only 3 series, after 2 months. Like, there's only Plants vs. Zombies, Baldur's Gate 3, and then Portal, and that's it. Oh, don't forget the Jimmy Neutron video game. They were really trying, but unfortunately, they have the personality of a walnut. If you've watched any of these podcasts, you didn't. Straight up, you lied, okay? You had to use 1.25 times speed at least. Don't you try to tell me that you have watched an entire episode of She Ruined My Career, because I had a vested interest in watching even the most boring iDubbbz content, and I couldn't make it through it. So if I couldn't, and I couldn't even get any content out of the over 60 podcast episodes that they've done, then frankly, I don't believe you. I'm sorry, this is way too boring. I couldn't even make content out of this.
Same concept, like where Jada Smith had Will Smith on that Red Table Talk, and they discussed how Jada Smith cheated on Will with this trainer, and just said straight in front of her face, in front of his face, in front of this whole slew of audience and everyone on the internet, as he's sitting there crying and being embarrassed across the internet to everyone in the world, as she's just sitting there with all the confidence saying, "This is what I needed," blah, 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 while she's breaking this man down on public embarrassment.
Part is when Anissa said that everybody thought she was autistic back in school.
And Ian kind of knows this, like, I used to, without knowing, I would draw furry art and shit when I was younger, and I was like always in, I thought it was very cool, but people were so fucking weird about it that like it was something that I was like, I can't even, like, I'm the weird one.
And that was in the 18th episode 11 months ago when they had Your Movie Sucks on, which I've been told is into bestiality. I haven't looked into it because I am too scared on what I'll find on this guy. And if you're wondering who's been this third guy throughout the entire B-roll footage, his name is Uncle Dane. He's the producer, and for some reason he has a channel that's covering Team Fortress 2 and is way more successful than iDubbbz is currently. Like, what do these people have on Uncle Dane for them to have him as a like extra on their podcast? It's genuinely baffling that this podcast has gone on for as long as it has.
Let's be real. Everyone who's watching this podcast is only coming for the B-rolls of Uncle Dave, Uncle Dane. That's the only reason why people are watching this.